Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair, guys. Our mission here at the garage is to save you guys as much money as we can. That's why we make these absolutely free videos, guys. Let's go ahead and start on it now. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair, guys. Today, guys, we'll be installing front coilovers on BMW E46. That's the ZHP that we have on World Mechanics. It's in the description below. You can see it's the build on our main channel. Those are the coilovers that we are installing now, guys. You can see we have stock suspension coilover. So right here now on the left side we still have the stock suspension. Check this thing out now. Okay, you can see how bouncy that thing is. And with the coilover you can drop it about 2 inches easy. Right now we're at, look at that thing, look at that thing. We're at about half an inch drop on the front right side. So today, guys, we'll show you how to install a front coilover on BMW E46. We'll have many more videos, plus we'll have a rear coilover coming soon, and check out World Mechanics for more videos about that build. Okay, so on the left side we'll need to go to the right, and if you're replacing strut on the right side you need to turn the tire to the left. So first we'll need to disconnect our sway bar link. Okay, got this one. Now we're going to use the pry bar, okay, to get it out, or we can use a pipe, okay, to get it there, to release the pressure off of it, pull it out, and you can let go. We don't need to disconnect it from the bottom, just the top. We have a video how to install new sway bar links if you need to, guys. It's on the channel. Next we'll need to go ahead and get that bolt loose, okay, right here. Okay, next we need to get a bucket or something. I'll show you why. We'll need to place it under the suspension because now it's going to drop because it's not holding the shock anymore. Okay, right there you can see. So we'll need to hammer it down a little bit because it's been there for a while. Just be careful not to damage anything. Brake line, speed sensor. Okay, started moving, but we're going to spray some WD-40 inside. Okay, it's almost out of there, just very little left there. Okay, came out. Now we are going to get the strut out of the way so we can put it on the bucket and we don't have any pressure on the brake line. It's very important not to have any pressure on the brake line, ABS sensor, the speed sensor, because otherwise you can damage your brakes. So you have to be careful there. Next we'll need to open the hood. Now we need to get the 3 nuts on top loose. We're gonna cheat with the little impact here. We'll have a review coming soon, guys. That's amazing too. We've been using it over 2 years now. Okay, and now the last one, you need to hold it because it's going to drop, and you don't want it to catch the brake line or wires there. Okay, and this is the factory strut out of there. So we're ready to install it, guys, and now we need to make sure that this points towards the outside of the vehicle so we can give it more negative camber that way. And we have the same height as the other side. We preset it so we can check on World Mechanics how we did that. We have it there as well. So we'll just get the strut in, and then we need to get it tight with the nuts. Okay, almost there. We are going to slide all the way to the back because you can have some camber adjustment here as well. Okay, and this is the third one now. Alright guys, so all we did, just got it in. Okay, we're gonna get it up like that and get it tight. Now that bolt that we removed earlier, okay, it's with a 17mm and 18 actually. We have the wrong two. Okay, right here. Okay, we need to get this one tight by hand as well, not just with a little impact, because that suspension, we want to make sure everything's as it should. Okay, right there. Okay, we are going to get the mount for the sway bar link down. You need to have about the same pressure like you started with. Remember that we use the pry bar to release the pressure, so we need to get it down about that much. So probably a little bit more, one more revolution maybe. Okay, let's see how this one is going to be now. And we'll need to get it tight, okay, before we install the sway bar link. Alright guys, so now we need to use the prying tool, okay, to get the sway bar in. We're gonna get it tight now. This one is with a 17mm. Okay, and after that we'll get the nut tight. Okay, for the mount right here we need to get this one tight, otherwise if you have it loose when you drive and especially turning, this one will start flopping everywhere. You hear weird noises coming from the suspension, which is not normal. Okay, so that's the nut we're getting tight, so the mount for the sway bar doesn't go anywhere. Okay, that nut there for adjusting the height, we're going to get this one tight and the one on top as well. Because we're done with the adjustments. We might need to do something else later. We'll see if we want to drop it more. And let you know if you need to do anything else for it to drive great again. Alright guys, getting the tire tight now. Let's drop it and see what it looks like now. Alright, looks pretty good. Let's see. Pretty stiff. We'll see how it drives and we'll have a video about that as well, guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. So guys, hopefully the video was helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Now check out our YouTube channels, guys. We have more than 19,000 free repair videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. That's why we make these absolutely free videos. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.